Although saying that there was the Windows update a little bit back, that probably caused it. Oh, yo, welcome to the stream. I am Maggot. I am just zonked. But I'm here, finally, after a bout of indecision and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, gonna just chill out, do some more railroads online. But no building or anything like that. It's just, we're just gonna run goods, get the cash together, and just chill out. So yeah, I've got with me Sabasa, and hop to the game screen, and it should hopefully, he says, and then realise it's not captioned. Oh no, there it is. There is that. Oh yeah, that's the right size. That's fine. Right. Have we crashed yet?
No.
Okay. Are we going to? Probably. You enjoying the speed that Steven's having now?
I'm taking it easy.
Yeah, later on down the line I might look at making that corner a bit wider, but that's a future problem. It works, and that's all I give a hoot about at the minute. Oh, that was something I was going to look at doing. Options, gameplay. So that's on, right, okay. So we've got nighttime, albeit 3 minutes of, and weather effects. Ah! I was confused with them. You did remember to feed the Stephen, didn't you? Oh, good.
Yes. Although I don't know if you want to warp back to main shed and put some food in Sheila.
Oh yeah, yep, that would be an idea. Points are set here, so you're fine. I will make sure that the points are set for the rest of the line for you.
Yes, please.
Right. Bridge is okay. Oh, wow, we're getting a snowstorm. Yep, the 25-year-old driver is still seeing some shit. So that's automatically going to set itself. Wait, where am I looking? What we're doing?
I worry if that's your idea of a 25-year-old.
What the hell? Did I? Oh, that's why I'm. Oh, I don't have a. I wanted that one. Never mind. I am as confused as our 25-year-old self. So that's going to come through. That's going to set that point. That's fine. Oh. This is the only reason I probably should have turned on extended.
Well, go put it on then.
No, it adds to the fun. He says, trying to figure out where he is every time he comes out of post.
Let me out.
This is just getting me ready for later on in life, where I'm just going to wake up each morning and be like, who am I? Where am I? What am I? Ah! Millennials. So you'll come through on there. That is set. So we're going to put you into the empty station siding with them. And
yep, the hoppers are on the
other
far right side.
Yeah, so you're straight in to go, basically go to the other side of the goods yard. So you're going to run the hoppers with Stephen. You want me to run with Sheila to get cordwood?
Could do. Because it's iron ore from iron ore mine down to smelter. Damn it! Now I need the extended map so I could sort of work out which route was longer. Because you want the faster engine on the longer route.
Bear in mind, I have set the stuff to hard. So like the industries and physics.
Hard or realistic?
Hard.
Okay.
Yeah, where the effects
So
go.
not full blown realistic yet.
Yeah, not that yet. Oddly enough, Sheila still has pressure from the last time we used her, which seems really out. But leave that brake on. That's fine. That brake's off. That's fine. That's a cylinder cox. That be sander.
I have $686 to my name.
I've got 1,096.
Headlamps doing disco things.
Yep. Alright, Sheila. Oh wait, I need to turn this on. Yep. Turn it off. Alright, this is one I need to drive from this view because I keep grabbing the whistle otherwise. I wonder if I can turn the engine sounds up a little.
Yeah, they're tied with just general sound effects.
Is it? Because half the problem is I'd like the engine to be overheard. You know, to actually be heard, but I also don't want the storm to be overpowering.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So for those of you playing this game at home, just sit back and go chuff, 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 chuff.
I mean, I could just barely hear Stephen over the sounds of the storm. What's your duration for weather effects?
300, I think. It's like 5 minutes. Yeah, it's 5 minutes per weather. In the vain hope of getting some decent weather for a decent amount of time. They're not the Codewood cars, are they? They're the Codewood cars are at the mine. Not mine, smelter.
Are they at the smelter?
Yeah, because I was shunting with Betsy. Are
they all empty or are some still loaded?
I think there's a couple loaded.
Oh, then we've maxed out on Cordwood, haven't we?
Yeah, I just remembered that as I was pulling forward.
Just hook up the hoppers and just run with Sheila.
Okay, dokie.
I'm just approaching the station now. Or the freight depot.
Right, okay. I was confused when you said station. I was like, what?
Yeah. I'm actually not sure what the tractive effort of Glenbrook is versus Stephen.
But I'm sure Stephen has a lot more. There it clears. Right, go full back. Take the brake off. Brake off, come on.
Good old banana there with subtitles.
Yep. Pin, thank you. So what are you running with Stephen then?
I have 600. Does that equate to a wagon?
I mean, there are some. I think it's 2 wagons that I managed to buy the other day. Or was it a wagon? That's on the spawn track for when we actually, use the colour-coded red wagons.
I mean, I can get a couple more cordwood flats or wood flats, but like 2 at most.
I mean, we're probably alright in that respect for now.
Yep. What do we got here? We have 1 EBT hopper.
Uh-huh.
Just the 1.
How much are they?
850?
I can make it
750. No,
I can
750.
make it 2.
You could make it 2 if you want.
EBT hopper. I think it was 2 that I got it on. Right, that should be a second one there then. Are you planning on running them up to? Is it worth me running these up to the coal mine and then leaving these at the coal mine?
No, because we need to get iron ore, a lot of iron ore down to
Okay.
the smelter. So just run them for now, and then when we finally get stuff to take to the coal mine, we'll take the hoppers to go get coal.
Yep.
I mean, what we'll probably do is, if you take that lot to the iron ore mine, I'll go grab the 2 EBC hoppers and take them to the iron ore mine. We'll trek down to the smelter, drop all that off, and then I could hook up cordwood and drag that to log camp. Or I do more iron ore runs and you take the cordwood.
Yeah. I'm trying to think which is going to be the best way for me to go. Down to I may need to turn extended on just to set the points.
Well, if you don't change anything, you'll take the long way around up to the iron
but it's
ore.
coming back, and I ideally want to be going that way and then come off on the Y. So that, or I just remember to change the point first.
Sawmill is that way, that one's that way. I need to go to that one. Question mark. Nope, that one, question mark. Let me out. Let me out. Okay, that point should be set for you now.
Righty-o, cheers.
That should be correct.
Yep, that'll get me up. And then I'll set that one when I head back, because I can come back via the Y, and then I'll cut off down to the smelter that way.
Right, I'm just going to grab these 2 wagons, and then I'll be right with you.
Radio. This will be the good test because it's both the physics and whatnot are all on hard, so it should be fun to see how we go. I don't think Steven's going to have an issue.
Well, that's why I'm coming with these hoppers, because if you do have an issue, I can at least shove.
I'm travelling empty wagon at the minute, so I should be more than fine. He says, looking at the speed drop.
Have you checked your water level in your tender?
Yeah, it's fine. Just gonna check the brakes, make sure I didn't leave one of these on. Oh, yes, that one's on at 100%. Let's turn that one off, that might make things go a bit smoother. I'm sure those brakes are now toasty and warm. Oh, shit. You almost fell off the damn train. Yeah, there we go.
Me out. Oh no.
It's alright.
No, how that extended?
It's okay. I'll run the other way and I'll meet it. I'll tackle it head on. Either that or it's going to derail on this corner.
Please tell me you didn't leave it in notch 8.
It was full reg, yes.
It's notch 8, 38 cars.
Here it comes! Hey. Okay, break.
Okay, so at least you were relatively close, so it wasn't a case of it yeeted itself off the mountain.
Yep. See? Perfect. I knew I needed to slow it down just in time for this bit. It was all part of the plan.
Sometimes I worry about you.
I wouldn't.
Someone's got to.
Right.
Now you gotta get your jiggle on.
Yep. Wait, missed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. One for the car.
1.
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been a downhill stretch.
Could have been our old spiral track
Oh god, yeah.
with the inner tight spiral.
Is that actually in the right place? 1, yes.
Cheesecake!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, part of me wants to snap back and go, you can only have cheesecake if you brought enough for the whole of class. But then I'm reminded of the Skippy list.
Gotta share. Gotta share because you care.
Except AIDS. Or Corona. You don't need to share them. Or the cold. Or the flu.
Remember to share, but not bodily fluids.
1, 2, 3, 4. But giving blood's okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. 10. Oh dear. I'm assuming that they're like batteries that are sealed inside, can't be replaced. Gubbins. Oh, the cable, yeah.
I mean, I did manage to swap a battery in a PS3 controller because it was on a little plug. It's just getting the battery is the challenge.
Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How are we doing on goods? They got 20 out of 50 lumber and 14 out of 30 beams. Okay.
I am on the spiral.
Okay, I've got another 2 wagons to fill up. So as long as you're not gunning it through like a loon, you should be fine. What I will say is if you're not sure if you've left your brakes on and you're going to run down the train to check it, either stop and check or put the throttle in 0 and check. I'm assuming PlayStations don't work with non-PlayStation controllers then. Your last wagon. Let's take a bath in iron ore. Yes. Oh yes, get that ore rubbed in. All the crevasses. Yep, there we go. Is anybody looking to purchase a PS4? Right, that's that. So I'm gonna need that point changing. He says, where the fuck am I? No, that's the actual smelter. I don't need that point. It's this point. Eventually, I'm going to be so good at stepping out of that hut, I'll know exactly where I'm going. And then,
Never.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to come across that bridge. That's going to change automatically, but this one needs to swap. And then I'll be on the dune. Alright. Alright. Jeez.
I'm here.
That's fine, I'm just leaving.
Oh, can you like go and fiddle with the client view distance thing?
Oh, is it not showing?
You're invisible at the moment.
Okay.
No, wait, I can see the last car.
Okay. Options, graphics. Why does it not save that as a thing? Look at 500. I'm sure you can handle that.
Ooh, oh, I can see you now.
Yay!
I can see forever.
Now this is going to be fun.
Now you really have to brake and go slow for your descent.
It all adds to the challenge.
Right, they all own it. Gotcha.
Yes. So was that incinerator one that you hired then, or?
Okay, we have 0 lumber and 6 beams.
Okie
And a
dokie.
healthy 274 iron ore.
Right, I think here's where it starts to get a bit spicy. Alright, okay. At least now I know who to go to for all incineration needs. Does peasantry count as burnable trash? Yeah, it handles it quite happily at 20. I suppose with Stephen you could just, leave the break off until spoon corner. It's not like Stephen speeds much.
Well, I'm coasting at 35.
Okay, yeah, you might want to break a little bit then.
Oh! 100% break 29 on Spoony Corner. Which is the name it will forever be dubbed now.
Mm-hmm. I won't have any other points set down there.
Remember, throttle to 0 before you jump out the cab to do things.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll try and stop at the station. Well, if nothing else, you've got to go around the runner, past the station anyway, so Betsy can pull the wagons off. It's just with this, with the iron ore, you can just pull the rake straight through, and then just push it back up onto the loco. I was about to say it's the first time I've done this route, but then I realised I must have done this route before because
You got Portwood down there.
Yeah.
It's your first iron route.
Yeah. Alright, let's kill the reg because I'm not going to need it.
I don't think I've actually driven down to the smelter yet.
Have you got to the flat bit yet? Around the back of the smelter? Oh no, I can see you. I can see you. It's got cursor, yeah. You're crossing the viaduct on the other side of the smelter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sort of at your 9 o'clock. Going down the back end of the track. Okay, let's put some brake on. Why are you set on the diverging line? That's... Yeah, I think the first time I did this, I didn't brake as hard as I should have done, which is why I ended up coming off at the end. Because with this, I put all the brake on and I came down and I got a nice speed. I don't know if you want to sit in the diversion line whilst I unhard. Actually, if you... I don't think you could really Dutch drop them. Hey, there you are. Oh, almost.
It's like a surreal, bizarre version of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Right, okay, so...
Oh yes, I do believe Ragnarok has his samurai mech now.
Alrighty-ho.
He obviously picked it up with his computer.
Yep. It'd be fun to see how he paints up that one.
38. I think I might break.
You might want to, yeah. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Yeah, you might want to start applying brakes.
No problem.
Did you want to run around and push them and I'll get Betsy fired up?
Counted.
Because let's have a look. We've got... Oh yeah, so there's 2 log wagons that need to go into the bay, but we're at 96 logs at the moment.
So I'm putting the 2 EPTs on the back of yours, and then what, am I just reversing them all the way up to, or are you going to use Betsy for that?
I'll get Betsy to drag them round. And then what I'll do is I'll get the points set for that. Because then I can pull out the wagons and you can run back up and get some more whilst I sort out, because by then it should start producing rail. I can get the rest of the core wood put out there. And if we put Sheila on the line ready for more wagons, we can go and grab them and bring them down. Or we put Stephen on the line and use Sheila, one of the 2. Did you leave the coupling on these? Yeah,
Yep.
Right. Are you pushing or are you coupled?
I am pushing.
Okie dokie.
Goodbye.
Come on, you can do it. Duke. I do believe all brakes are otherwise off. Yep. You do that, I'll turn Sheila.
Come on, Betsy.
You can do it. It's a
Are
downhill
there any
grid.
brakes on?
No? Shouldn't be. No brakes, no brakes. Unless you put any brakes on your stock.
No.
And don't forget, Betsy is a tiny little loco.
But she's good for like £500,000.
That's probably in cash. It's alright, it goes downhill a bit, so you should be okay.
Do I need to change that point ahead?
Maybe.
Yeah, because I want to go to the right, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't want to go into the Cordwood sidings. That would be silly.
Okay. Your Death Watch player's having fun then. That's another thing I want to try and do on the weekend is try and get some painting done. I mean, survival's good. Always good when they survive.
Well, you know, if you come with me down to the track for the weekend, I can give you lots of painting to do.
Not quite the same, but you know. Actually, I'll run her up to. I'll put her on the other line. We can get. Or shall I just run her back to grab the brake wagons for the rail?
Have you checked the iron ore loading track is the right distance away from the platform?
No. That would involve prior planning. I don't do that. Where are you? You're over here.
It counts.
Oh wow, that. And it's going up in twos. Huh. Despite me setting it to hard, it's given it as. I did notice people were saying it was a bug on the new map, but I guess it's just a bug.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it quickly made things or it just wasn't quite hitting the platform at the beginning there. Yeah, I think it's quickly making things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could buy another EBT hopper.
Woohoo. Might be too fast. yeah, we've lost some onto the side there, but we got 114. I mean, we were lucky in that it was giving us more than what we should have had from all that. But yeah, we're now down to 16 cordwood. That'd be a hungry thing.
Oh yeah, it takes a lot of cordwood.
I'm just going to move Sheila up so you can roll them back out onto the main.
Oh, do I run around or I just push them back?
You could probably just push them back. The run around loop was there if, Betsy wasn't doing that and you wanted to run around or whatever. It'd be nice for them to include more keyboard controls.
Yeah, you'll have to shunt a Stephen out of the way.
Oh, that's fine. And this place is lit up like the burning sun. Did I put that on? I did put that on. That was why she was struggling a bit. Oops.
We're gonna have to run back to the freight depot with a loco
To get the flats.
to get the wood wagons to take the rails.
Yep. Did you want to run with Sheila for that? Or do you want me to run with Sheila for that?
I mean, take the wagons and get back to the iron ore mine. And then I'll shunt the cordwood. And I'll go get more cordwood. Because, boy, we gonna need it.
Yeah, I've just put Stephen onto the loop at the station.
Okay. Coupling is open. And hopefully that's enough.
It is an uphill gradient, this. So you may need to punt.
Shit.
You're alright. Yeah. Dunk.
Dog.
I just realised that doesn't have the brake handle on that side. That should do you. Oh, wait, no, there is apparently a roll into that. Gotcha. I'm going to give in and put an extended on. I want to get the points and make sure they're done. An extended just offers that. The saves are fairly frequent, anyway. Every 5 minutes.
Let me know when you get the link then.
Yep. Just, whoa, waiting for it to load. There we go. That's that done. did the scary thing there. Kind of like, all right, okay. So it wasn't anything untowards. It was just spending. I'm assuming. Oh. Oh, shit.
Are you in trouble?
I may have just done a Flying Scotsman, but we're alright. You see, now I know what happened with the Flying Scotsman was the driver couldn't find the control that he needed in time and he kept clicking on the wrong thing. Oh, wait. Tender brake. I just realised I slammed that on. That'll do. Oh, right. Let me just quickly set my route so I head in that way. Up to there. I want to get to that point and go that way. That way set. They're all set. That's all set. That's done. And I'm going to come in on the empty platform, which is good. Wait. No, I've got the iron ore. I'm not going back to the station, am I? I'm going to get more iron ore. So yeah, I need that one to be changed.
I'll be right back.
Hello. Yeah, no probs. Full power, Mr. Sulu. And whilst that's going, it sounds like the parental unit came in, so. Game really needs to have hitboxes better sorted for things. I lost track how many times then I said pick up item. Right. We get 20 odd rails, that's fine. Why? You're off. Now this worked so well last time, I'm doing it again. We appear to be rolling backwards, that's never a good thing. Actually, you know what? I have a cunning plan. That break is really good. I think I just have a mess at my back. Oh, that would explain it. That would explain it, of course. It wasn't that I couldn't get up there, it's the boiler pressure dropped because the fire had gone out. That would explain why, yes. Locals do not go good with no fire. Okay, so I should actually be able to make it. You know, providing I let the boiler pressure build up first. I was thinking, oh, I can't make it back up the hill with these wagons. I'm going to have to swap around and all sorts. Nah. Just need to make sure I've got some, pressure. But I am going to make sure that all the brake stands are off. Whilst the train is not in motion. Okay. We're looking okay on pressure. So, full off. Let's give it the beans and make sure I've turned this off, yes. And if you can't make it up with this, then yeah, it's a Steven job. And I will need to then look at relaying this track. But that ain't going to be done today. But we are making speed up. Right, let me just... No, wrong button. I wanted options, gameplay. Again, it's...
And I'm back.
Label. Oh, it got bright all of a sudden because I was mucking around with the daylight settings. My bad.
Didn't notice a thing.
I just didn't want night shift to have anything to do, so... So these are $8.50 a pop. So that'd be 16, so 1700.
The EBTs are $7.50. The
Oh,
black
$7.50.
hoppers are $8.
That's fine. Okay, $7.50 a pop. That's fine because then that's 1,500 for two. So that's 1,500, 3,000, 4,500 I need to replace all the ones we've got, the black ones.
Well, again, we can still use them until we're...
Yeah, I know, it's... We'll be able to get them out to the coal mine, is what I'm thinking. But yeah, we can use them.
I mean, we've already got wood beams out there already, so if you take a couple with the wood flats,
Hmm.
you can go to the smelter to pick up rail, head all the way out to the coal mine. You'll be able to drop the rail off, and then actually there'll be some coal to be
Yep.
be made.
Well, what I'll do is I'll do this run to the iron ore, drop it back off down at the smelter, leave the wagons there, and then head back to get the rail flats. Because then I'll need to come back down to the smelter anyway, but I can add some of the coal wagons with me at that point.
And then, we can either fill up the coal house at the main depot or flog it at the freight depot, because you should get more money for coal than we will iron ore.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to. I think we'll fill up the coal stand first, just so you can get your ruby basin.
I'm still a long way off from that. I've got to actually afford it. Plus, also, maybe pick up the 10-mile first.
Is that how far it will go before it needs coal?
Right. So we got 32 corded. Oh no, we got 24. It's still producing. How are we actually doing on the production side? Numbers? Give me the numbers. 15 raw iron and 32 rail. Oh yeah, this thing is hungry for things.
Yep, the 3% we go.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a few cordwood runs.
Have they simulated running tender first on this? Like, it not being as good as running engine forward?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Could this be time for science? Could probably repress that with a wood trestle. Potentially that one, maybe. Oh. as full. One, two, three. So you're heading off to get more cordwood then?
Eventually, when I get this train assembled.
Okay. Do, 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 do. Wait, they're going in. Yes. Yeah, yeah, there's definitely a gradient on this line. The loco is very wants to roll backwards or forwards. I think it's one of those where I weren't paying attention and I've put a like a 0.5 in or something.
Mm.
And I've managed to stop this exactly in between.
Well, the iron ore place was a bit of a makeshift. Just not really devoted the time to make a proper little area for it.
Hmm.
So yeah, we could just redo it.
I think it's more I'll probably just lay the line so it's level more than anything. Right. 3 more wagons. That's where I do this and find out the iron ore. This motor can't take it all. Wait, I just realised why that brake wasn't on. It's because I put the brake on the wagon. Fucking life.
The smelter can take 1,000 iron ore.
Oh, okay, so it's got room. behave though. Right. Yep, just like they used to do it in the olden days. They'd just wait for the big blobs to land in it. They never bother with the small gritty stuff. Always get rid of that. Need to log you in a training mode. Yeah, I need to make some more remotes. What's the way I climb the ladders on one but not on the others? Weird. Yeah. Right, so...
Is it alright to leave Betsy on the turntable up here, or do I move it off out of the way?
I'd probably move her off, or at least shove her to the other end of the turntable. I've loaded up here, so I'm just gonna run around and go the other way. Yeah, I need to boot up Derail Valet again. Might start like
I am just leaving the smelter now.
Rightio. I want to just leave in here, so we're cool.
So I need to set tracks for log camp. That's one, that's one, that's one. That's one. That's one.
Yeah, I'll fall through the ground.
Yeah, it's a frequent seller.
Yeah.
We should be coming up to a Steam sale soonish, because isn't there a winter one?
Usually is. There'll
There's
like
also going to be
Cyber
Black
Saturday
Friday
or whatever.
Yeah, there'll be a Black Friday one.
But also with the DLC coming out, they'll probably put it on sale then as well. This may be a mistake, but I'm going to run this tender first.
Engage jousting mode.
Where you going? Where you going? Wait. Forwards, damn you. Uh-huh. I don't know if that's technically connected.
Just
But it,
push forward.
that looks a lot better to me.
Silence.
Right. Right, so have you left?
I am at the sawmill.
Alright,
I'm
that's
heading
fine.
up the log camp track now.
That's fine, that's fine. Everything else on my end is all fine because I'll automatically reset that point when I roll over it. Oh. I forget that's... I was like, why is nothing working? It's because I minimised the railroad line overlay. Wait, Banana, you're saying you're going to dress up as Loyu and sit in a smoke drain?
I was going to say, I think she's volunteering to be loyal.
Awesome.
You can finally put those furry ears and tail to good use.
Giggity.
All of the snuggly cuddles.
I don't know if the popcorning makes it more or less exciting. You're too close. Be gone.
Well, it certainly don't make it any easier.
What speed am I doing? Oh, 19, that's not bad. Bit wobbly there. It's 23, 24. Yeah, so that break's doing nothing. Oh, of course, I've actually got more on the hook than what I had previously doing this. So I've now got your wagons as well as. So right now we are just getting the brake shoes worn in and out at the same time. One day they may actually fix the popcorn in. One day. Water's still okay. Alright, I'm approaching the wire.
I am still loading Gordwood.
Okay. I'm just saying that I'm going across the iconic viaduct. Right, now I should be approaching the wire. Whee! It's snowing again. Excuse me. Well, this seems like a good a point as any to go do the door. You know, it's not like I'm doing much with the loco, so let me just make sure the point's at.
I'll get Kenosha ready.
Yeah, BRB. did yet. Ah, it's perfectly fine. Let's just let landlord know that that's been done. Click. Done. Oh, that's perfectly fine. He says, suddenly realising that Bessie is on the end of the turntable.
That'll be alright.
There. Hello, Annabelle. Welcome in. Subscription
you
of 3
could
months
just
streak.
drive it.
Awesome. Thank you very much
You could just
for
drive
the
it completely.
subscription.
Sorry. I mean, you could just drive it completely up to, onto the turntable and then just push your wagons up.
I could. I like the idea
And
of
then you
just
could
having
run round with your run round loop.
I'll pop this up here. I just like the idea of giving Betsy something to actually do. Break. But yes, welcome in. How are you doing? I was going to say this evening, but it may not be the evening for you. How are you doing this day? Let's roll you back. There we'll do. Because I can. Oh, come on. Don't break off. Flat out rag. Oh, pull that down. Like a freaking railway person, do that on the fly. Oh, yeah, medication. If you do take medication and you need to take it in the evening, medication is good. I will go grab mine because otherwise I will forget. Which is a weird thing to be saying considering all the trouble it causes me. You'd think I'd remember it more.
Go do the thing.
Yeah, let me just park Sheila up. Right. Alright, BRB again. Just gonna quickly go get meds. Woohoo, dogs. I swear my fridge door acts like a perfect sound effect thing for a horror movie. Right, I need to set this point. Run through the overgrown track over here. And then we'll get Betsy.
Okay, I am fully loaded with cordwood and now I'm ready to go.
Okie dokie. you should be fairly clear in. Because I'm going to be pulling these out, but by the time you get in they'll be out your way. Sheila's on the passing loop, so
Okie smoky.
I thought that one had the pin in. No, I'm going to grab that lever, that one. At least grabbing hold of controls so it's better in real life. Alright. Yep, just watching Betsy's pressure tank. You can do this, Betsy Kun. I'm doing well, sort of. Yeah, pressure's coming back up. We got this. We got this. Come on, Betsy.
Right, so how much cash have you got?
I am 1686. That's something I was going to do just
saving
then.
for? Just more wagons?
Yeah, we were going to get some more wagons, but we could do the coal run and get your coal loco. My brain said I needed to do something and I can't remember what it is.
You're busy unloading those iron ore wagons, I assume?
I'm busy trying to move the iron ore wagons, but my brain was like, you need to do this whilst this is going on, and I know. Oh god, it does this far too often. That's at least... Oh dear. Pull that on just to get a bit of chuff chuff whilst the snow's gone. I've no clue. Where are you? Oh, you're there. Okay, okay. I missed you coming in. You might want to hold off at the station next to Sheila for a minute. Because poor little Betsy struggles to pull these up here. I think that's part of the reason I may have her sat behind them all. She doesn't have to do much in terms of moving them. Oh, Betsy,
I'm not stopping.
Neither am I. You want to hit the brakes there, son?
I'm trying to.
Oh, this is going to end poorly. Good. No, Betsy could, no. Oh, I love it. Fernando's gone nuts when she finds out we're broken stuff and she's not here. Quick, tidy it up before she gets back, she'll never know.
You'll know, someone will clip it.
Right, turn the brakes off, let it roll backwards down the hill. It's rolling the wrong way. I mean, all these wagons are on, aren't they?
I think one yeeted itself off.
Yeah, no, that was a or
an EBT hopper.
Yeah. Alright, I'll put the breaker on the back, seeing as it's rolling the wrong way for us. Right, you're there. Yeah, you'll need to pull these back. A little bit more. There we go. Alright.
Yeah, I kind of looked away at your stream to see like what you're up to, not realizing that I was actually on the curved bridge right at the end of the track. And then I go look at the speedo and it's like, that's a 36. Oh dear.
Yeah, that'd be a bit of a spicy speedo. I don't know if this wagon is classed as off the rails. I love I can enter the vehicle. The porter on its side.
The only way to do it, right? Okay, I'm gonna pull this back and then I'm gonna re-rail the loco in the front so it looks like nothing happened. There we go. Nothing ever happened. Ever happened.
Doing so a thing. It be okay, yo. It be okay.
Hey, what the rate we're going, we might have to get a Steven down here to do the shunts.
Could you do us a favour? Could you just make sure that the end wagon is actually on? I think it is, but...
Well, it is on the track. It's attached to the train.
Oh, that's fine. Where have you gone? Have you gone to...
I'm walking next to the train.
Alright, okay.
Right, do I unload these cordwood cars, or do I just kick them into the sidings?
There's no cordwood there, but you might as well kick him into the sidings. I've done it so that each cordwood car is a pair, so they'll have brake stands on the outside. So you just chuck a pair in each one.
Oh, you son of a biscuit.
Hmm?
I hit the stop too quick.
I don't think weathering packs rail adhesion.
Yeah, this was more of a I wasn't paying attention.
Ah. Pepcack.
Yeah, everything rolling downhill to the turntable was really helpful. Oh, come on, you son of a gun.
Oh.
I was just trying to find enough straight track to get the loco to re-rail.
I mean, I can run around with Betsy if you want, and I'll just pull the wagons back.
I got it.
We'll leave Betsy a second. I'll come and sort your points and whatnot. Wait, where is Stephen? Is Stephen at the far end?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Because with the track coming down to here, there is actually a grade down, so you should be able to put a bit of speed to it. And hump shunt them. So I'll jump on the first couple. Come on. I just wanted you to be able to stand on top of the cordwood.
You can.
Uh-huh.
You've got to jump on top. Alright, here comes the second pair of cars.
Okay, dokie. Hope for the first pair get themselves into gear soon enough. So I could have made a steeper grade down, but I also remembered I needed to get the wagons out. Unless I have it that the other end, there's like a loop that takes it back to that run around at the station. Oh, come on, you silly wagons, keep rolling, keep rolling. I don't think they're going to clear the points. The other wagons are coming in at a nice speed. They'll give these a dunk, but then that's pretty much it. Whee. Dunk. Oh, hello.
You can't change a point with a wagon on the point, even if it's gone past the blades.
God damn it.
It triggers the derail.
Hey.
Will I come down there with the others and the loco?
Yeah, that's right. Just need this one to rail the right way around. If you, what you got there, 4 more?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll fit into this one side, and if you just give them a good shove, their points are set for that lot. I can then push the iron ore wagons up if you want to go past the point, and then I'll bring Betsy down to sort this lot out, and then you can grab the iron ore wagons then. That'll do. Because you're going to need to back up and be on the main line points.
Okay, I hope that's just client-side glitching, because I've just seen the iron ore train explode.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, if you want to back up onto main line, I'll start pushing these up that way. So that forward, that comes off. All the beans. Well, it matters, but I'll open the drain cocks for a moment. Hopefully that's enough momentum to get around that corner. So that one's okay. On this one. Nope. We are now, that's fine.
Right, so I'll take these up to iron ore, get some more.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got? We got 32 rails. It's 10 rail to a flat car, I believe.
This is weird. Some of the cordwood I can run through, some I can't. Them, run through. These, can't. Right, best. Make sure your brake is on. Turn your brake on that side. Turn it off on this side. Because then it's always the lock or facing side that's got the brakes. Oh, debate about gloves are brilliant because you get to use the phrase, on the other hand.
A debate about gloves? What kind of gloves?
Oh wait, no. I think it's already got the pin in. He says running like a madman down the track in the night, yeah. Whee! Fine Scotsman tap. Perfect. But what kind of gloves are better? I mean, the kind of gloves that are good are the gloves that do the job that they're there for. So my cycling gloves, brilliant for cycling. Wouldn't really recommend them as winter gloves. Winter gloves, on the other hand, fantastic for winter, not so great for cycling. So you have to ask the question, what are the gloves being used for? Because at the end of the day, if the gloves aren't good enough for, the task that they've been given, then they're not good gloves. Oh, I wanted to open that. Right, I think I'll call it there. We're in a relatively decent spot, he says, and then runs around looking for you.
I'm on the Y.
Oh, right, okay. Have you stopped on the Y? Oh, you were running around.
Wretched, I have crashed on the Y.
What did you do? Oh, I can't take you anywhere, can I?
Just fixed.
Right, I've put a pin in that side.
It's just, you know, a slight desync with controls.
It has got the brake on that one. Did you put a brake on the far end?
Nope.
Well, there's your problem. But yeah. But I'll wrap this up here anyway. As we trundle off into the sunrise, technically. Yep, I agree with that statement entirely. Yeah, I might stream tomorrow just because the snow and stuff's out. Not sure yet. I'll see how I am after work. Well, the dosage change of my meds has really played havoc with me, so I've got to play it by ear and see how things are going. And again, it'll be the same for Friday. I might go down to the Model Rail Club because I didn't get to go on the Tuesday due to the med change. So I might go on the Friday session, but I'll post up in the Discords if I'm streaming or not. We'll see how things go. But yeah, I will wrap this one up here and catch everyone later. Big thank you to all of you for coming in to watch. Again, a big thank you out to Arnabella for resubscription as well. And yeah, glad to have you all here. Until next time, whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you are, it's been a pleasure having you. Toodles.
Bye.